Steven Guerrero, Carol Artist Sports. We're here with the legendary Billy Blanks.
What's up, guys?
Here at Bellator in Long Beach. Man, what's it like getting out here with the fight fans, seeing where the evolution of mixed martial arts has gone?
It's really awesome, get a chance to see, where the fighters have taken fighting, see not just fighting, but also the physical fitness part of it. Back in the days when I came up, you really didn't see too many really fit guys. Bruce Lee kind of started it, but now Bellator, UFC, they've started seeing not just the martial artists, but now you see the athlete, you see everybody. So martial arts has risen.
I like to talk to the old legends and the legends and talk to them about how, like, back in the day it was very kind of like there was no oversight, it was just real kind of like gritty. Any good stories from back in the day?
I was just talking to him. I fought here in 1975.
Oh, the Long Beach, you came to the Long Beach ones, yeah.
World Championship, I fought in 1984. Mr. Parker's Long Beach International. I won it, but they were talking about Bruce Lee. It was like I think 50th birthday of Bruce Lee.
Oh, wow.
Of the tournament.
Yeah.
And I ended up winning the tournament. But I always think that one of the most important things, that's what I like about martial arts. You always see it grow. It go from one plateau to another plateau. And now we're at a different stage of martial arts where you're going to see it grow and get better and better and better, and see more athletes come out and make it become something great.
Right. That's awesome to see. It's awesome to see the evolution. Any fighters that Billy Blanks was like, man, I'm not missing that guy's fight or that girl's fight, and any ones that you like can't miss TV?
I think the most important thing for me is, it doesn't matter who fights out there, it's always going to be some excitement behind the fight, because you never know what can happen. A guy can train really hard, all of a sudden do one little stupid move and the person capitalize on it. Right. So I look for to go out there and see the greatness of how all the fighters deal with being in the ring in that moment. Because you can train for 7-8 weeks, but then the moment is that night. It's like Mike Tyson said, you never know what happens until you get punched by the person who's standing beside you, right? So it's awesome, but they have a lot of great fighters here I like to watch. And there's not just one fighter I would pick, but there's so many different things you can learn from everybody.
Man, I gotta ask, a big fight, hopefully it happens in boxing, Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Hopefully we get that fight. I don't know, do you lean one way or the other with those two guys?
Yep.
Who do you got?
Who do you think?
I don't know. You tell me.
Who do you think?
I don't know. I gotta stay neutral, so I don't know.
I think Terence Crawford. I'm going Terence Crawford because I believe his experience, his ability in the ring is great, and I know Spence is great too, but he's been to a lot of trauma. That accident, even though he might say I'm good, but I think that car accident it would take a toll on him when he fights somebody who has the same kind of skills and has the ability to push past that point. It's going to be a great fight, but I'm going with Terence Crawford.
I've had people tell me that before, but Earl has had 2 fights since the accident.
Right.
He beat Danny Garcia, who's a very good fighter.
Right.
He beat Ugas, another very good fighter. Kind of broke his.
But he almost lost. He almost lost. A couple of them, he almost lost some fights. They're not like Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is like a magician. He sees what you got, and if you can't really put the hammer on top of him, he's going to make everything you do look bad. And Terence Crawford is not a guy that will get you in trouble and back off. Like them guys got him in trouble. Like he could have won that fight. Was the guy who retired after Terence Crawford beat him.
Sean Porter.
He could have beat him. But what did he do? Make that little stupid move in the last round, got hit, clipped. He was winning that fight all the way up until against Terence Crawford. That ain't gonna happen. Terence Crawford is too much of a skill, and I believe when they get in the ring, 2 minds versus each other, Terence Crawford will get even more alert. And so I'm looking at a great fight, but I think that car accident is going to be a toll to him when he fights somebody like Terence Crawford.
How does Terence how do you think he's going to deal with that kind of oncoming pressure? Because Spence kind of keeps his foot on the gas pedal and keeps going. How does he deal with that, do you think?
What's so good about Terence Crawford? Both of them can do it. But what's so good about Terence Crawford? He's like a sponge. He does things to see where you go with it, and then he adapts. Spence, I don't think he does that. I think that's gonna be his downfall with Terence Crawford. He's gonna make mistakes, and Terence Crawford is gonna be one of the fighters that's gonna take advantage of it. And I think Terence Crawford is another fighter that never loses his ability to understand pressure. He understands pressure no matter what. I think Spence does too, but I think Terence Crawford is better. I think Terence Crawford at the end is going to show that if he don't knock him out, he definitely going to outskill him. And see, Terence Spence is used to fighting guys that back up. And Terence Crawford's not that kind of fighter. He's like, okay, I see what you got. Okay, now let's deal with it. I can't wait until the fight happens.
Man,
I hope it happens. They said it's going to happen in October, right? November?
Oh man, so just today it came out that they're struggling finalizing the thing still. It's supposed to be November 19th, but now I think they're moving off of that because it's taking a little, I mean, now we're under 2 months.
Money.
Right, I'm sure
Who wants the most money?
It's always, right, yeah. Man, that was an excellent breakdown. You're a real boxing fan. Canelo just beat Triple G for the third time a couple of weeks ago. Hurt his hand, so he'll be out for about a year. Anybody you want to see Canelo face next?
Yeah, I want to see him fight that same guy that beat him.
Oh, Bivol.
Yes.
Dimitri Bivol.
Yeah, I think he shocked him. And I think waited too long. Triple G waited too long. He should have. If I was gonna lose the fight, I'm gonna go out and just go. I'm not gonna wait around, and then all of a sudden get piled up in points and then try to come back and beat the guy. I believe that Canelo went out there knowing that Triple G had prepared for the fight, but Triple G didn't have the confidence. I don't think when Canelo kept hitting him, and anytime he hit him, anytime he wanted to hit him, I think that kind of discouraged Triple G. And then toward the middle of the fight, I think Canelo got kind of, sometimes you get bored in the fight. I think he got bored. And then Triple G started to bring the fight closer and closer, and then next thing you know, at the end of it, then they have to make a decision. But I believe if he would have just fought him all the way through the fight and got rid of him, he could have got rid of that guy.
So you said you'd like to see him fight Bivol again.
Yeah.
How does he beat Bivol? Because Bivol, I feel, won pretty clearly that fight. Keeping the distance, kind of not getting into Canelo's range. But what does Canelo need to do to reverse?
Canelo got to pressure him. I think when Canelo pressured him, that guy didn't know what to do. And Canelo almost got rid of him a couple times. But I think that when Canelo backs up and tries to box, he tries to do what he's not good at doing, right? He can do it, but he can't do it as good as that guy. That guy is used to, keeping somebody away. Plus, he's shorter. But if I believe that Canelo go out and say, you know what, for 12 rounds, I'm going to beat your butt, then I think he wouldn't fight. But if he stands back and he tries to fight him like a technician, that guy going to beat him again.
That was an excellent breakdown, man. I'm so glad I stopped talking to you, Billy Blanks. Tell the fans what you're up to and where they can follow you on social media.
Hey guys, my name is Billy Blanks. What I'm doing right now, I just finished a movie. It's coming out, I think around December. I got classes that I do here in California, so I'm looking forward to these things happening. New workouts coming out. I just did 27 brand new workouts in Japan. That's going to be released pretty soon. But I just want to say, keep up the good work. May God continue to keep blessing you guys, and stay tuned for Spence and my boy.
Thank you so much, man.